Chattanooga choo-choo. Track 29. Brother, can you lend me a dime? I'll meet you aboard the Chattanooga choo-choo. All aboard! So, once, I was with a good friend of my neighbor's, and we were talking through the messenger. I just got to know him, and he lived right across the street, so we became good friends. Now, one night, we were talking through the messenger, and he said something like, "Hurry up, come outside." And I asked him why, but he just wouldn't even tell me. Oh, it just annoys me. Well, so I took my time getting outside. And when I got out there, he was out in the middle of the road waiting for me. He said, "Did you hear that?" "Hear what?" I asked. He proceeded to tell me that there was a ghost train. Well, now I'm a lot older than him, and I'm more into that subject of the paranormal than him. And I know my history of paranormal in my town. I never even heard once of any kind of ghost train, or nothing, none of that crap. So I called BS. I dismissed it, as he was just trying to tell me a story. And we started walking around, and, me and him, we literally take a midnight stroll through our town almost every other night, and we decided just to go for our usual walk. Now, some background about my town. Well, the railroad, it went through the town, the South Central Railroad. It was built, when the town was built, like 1865, serving the town with freight and passenger services. The tracks have been abandoned since, I guess, April 1st, 1978. More or less 30 years. And here I am walking down the road with my buddy for our midnight stroll. And not more than a minute or so into our walk, we were both stopped by the sound of a horn. It was a train horn. For no more than 5 minutes, we stood silent in the road, listening to these sounds coming from the darkness. We lived up on a hill with the main road down below, so it could have been a car, I guess, or some kind of semi-truck, or I don't know, but the sound that I heard was not moving. It was just out there, in the dark. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was in the direction of that old railroad track, though. Suddenly, I had a thought, like, what the heck are we doing here? Trying to hear a sound. Let's run down to where the tracks are, and maybe we'll see something. And so we do it. We run down the hill, down to the main road, up the main road a minute, and then we turn left on Walpole Street. And, we go to the house that's closest to the old railroad tracks. It's a quick trip. I mean, maybe a 6-minute walk. So because we ran, it was probably like half that time, maybe 3 minutes. And so here it is past midnight, and we're chasing down the ghost train. Well, we get on the road, and there's this house with its lights on. It's right close to the tracks. And there's these two guys outside. And so I decide to ask them and see if they heard anything. I said, Excuse me, sir. I have a weird question for you. By any chance, did you just hear a train?" Well, the guys kind of like shake their head, and one of them, he rubs his stubble on his face and he said, "Yeah, I did." And then he turns to his buddy and says, "See, I told you I heard a train." And then his buddy goes, "Maybe it was a ghost train." Well, at that point, I lost my shit. I mean, four people, two different places, hearing the same thing? It was really a cool experience. It was very puzzling. And now I'm addicted. I want to hear it again. I finally found someone around I could relate to. It had to be you.